Alright, hello YouTube, and welcome back to my low rank through master rank with bow playthrough. Last time we hunted the things, little monsters, to get all of the armor off stream anyway. So we hunted Arachnikadaki, which also lets us get better charms. We hunted Zinogre, which was, not too bad. Arachnikadaki was the big trouble. But in this part, I don't think we're going to be going for anything for upgrading our weapons. However, we have all of these decorations that we want to craft at some point, which means probably going to start with Volvodon. Seems fine enough. So we'll go ahead and do that. Volvodon does not like water. Ooh. Means the Almudron one. It's a pretty good one, actually. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and do that. That shouldn't be too bad. But at this point, we're just getting through. Hopefully we can get all of the elemental ones. There is no dragon that bow that I want in high rank, by the way. In case you're wondering why there's no dragon jewel. It's because there's no good dragon bow in high rank at all. At least in my opinion. So that's how that goes. And these are for later. I don't think we'll be using these at all. Because 3 slots are a pain to get. And we have full stamina surge anyway. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, get our Volvodon quest up. It's a 4? 5. It's a 5, huh? Right, it's 2 Volvodon. Alright, cool. But before I get into this first hunt, if you watch this on YouTube and you end up enjoying, think about liking and subscribing. If you want to hang out live whenever I do these every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7:30 Eastern over on Twitch at twitch.tv/techman. Link is also in the description, so come on by, hang out, have a good time, talking about whatever. Ah, football tackling a monster's attack, huh? Yeah. That definitely does feel pretty good. Can 100% agree there. I'd argue that it's not even True Charge Slash that is the best feeling thing for Greatsword. I think it's more when you go to shoulder tackle through an attack and you actually just stagger the monster. I'd say that that's the best feeling that Greatsword has. Okay. I'm waiting for you to, roll at me. Because I think this is gonna be, low rank. Yep. God. I love it. It's so stupid. Yep. Volvodon is just like Radabon in World, where if you damage it while it's rolling, it'll just fall over. And it's so hilarious. Oh, why'd you go that way? Yeah, that can't reach, bud. I wasn't even ready until I saw him coming around the corner. Jesus Christ. This is, yeah, he's definitely a pushover. I don't like fighting him at all, though, I'll be honest. Okay. I really don't like fighting Volvodon. It's kind of just boring. Ah, I did one too many. He actually hit me. I mean, this weapon's DPS is dumb if you're good at hitting dodge bolts, because the only reason I can do what I do with this weapon is because dodge bolt. And so you do have to actually be pretty decent at timing things. It's not the hardest thing, but you can easily mess it up. Yeah, I'm sure Bo gets insane in Master Rank. I'm sure it does. I very rarely get 2 stuns per hunt. Like, wow, I'm actually shocked. Okay. Yeah. And I get to hunt 2 of these? Or more, just massacre 2 of these? Yeah. Good. Oh, wow. That actually land. You don't get to do anything. You landed something, but nah. You're done. Take a break. I swear, if this kills him... I'm a little sad because that means the last thing he remembered was not him actually hitting me. Oh god. Nope. Okay. You're probably dead now. Stop bullying this monster? Yeah, so there's another one I have to hunt. I have to hunt 2. So hope you like seeing this. Because there's another one coming up. Going to call Pete. This motherfucker just came in like, hey, I heard you're destroying my friend here. Oh. Oh no. You made a mistake, sir. Yeah, I would leave too. He made a mistake. Uh. Yeah, I would run. Oh. Right. Volvidon number 2. Yeah, I have not played a weapon that, like, destroys Volvidon as much. Well, never mind, no. Light bow gun was worse. Because I could just sit behind a mine. And he just never got to do anything. So you know what, never mind. Light bow gun was way worse. Because literally, you sit behind the mines, he can't attack you. He will roll into it and then instantly fall down. Every time. It's actually hilarious. Okay, look at you. Good job. Ouch. Why do you roll so far, though? Like, yeah, make attacking you annoying? The hell? There's the stun. I don't like that my guy's laughing maniacally. I don't like that. That scares me. Is my character a psychopath? Yeah, I'm sure light bowgun's probably the worst. I don't know how it could be worse. I even got that. I'm amazed I got that, honestly. My weapon got put away because reasons I don't know. Okay, I need not. I was baiting that way too hard. Be happy, you've done more than the other one did. God, I'm terrible at timing those. Hello, Delix. Thanks for jumping out of the sand to eat some arrows. Look, it's so bad he's shitting himself. Yeah. Uh... Why? Why, Delix? I swear, whenever I want to hunt Delix, they never do anything. They just run around. I tried to iframe it. I figured it wouldn't work, but I tried. Okay. And we're back to it. Yeah, it's a shame that's not gonna help them at all. But yeah, they do, like, whenever you want stuff from them, they will just run away the entire time. God, I miss Evade Extender, but at the same time, I don't know, maybe I should try to get one Evade Extender, because having zero feels really bad. Because I feel like two or more is gonna send me too far. Because I want to be able to hit spread ammo, like spread arrows for like full damage after dodge bolt. Did play Switch Axe too because Glav in the Switch Axe was the bomb. Yeah. Switch Axe is, I mean, honestly, every weapon is fun. Like, every weapon. Like, yeah, I'm playing it in Rise in the reverse order of how much I like them, but like, and I've reiterated this many times, like, Sword and Shield being like my least favorite did not mean I didn't like it. It was just like an 8 out of 10. Everything else was like 8.2, 8.3 or higher. And it's just like, that's tough competition there. That's really all it comes down to. I didn't even carve the other Volvodon. Did I? Did I carve the other Volvodon? I don't really care, to be honest. I really don't. Couldn't get a handle on how to use Switch Axe decently. I feel like Switch Axe is probably one of the hardest weapons to, like, not get pushed around with because of the fact that it has, like, the least immediate defense. Because, like, if you're in sword mode, you have nothing. Your side hops and your rolls go nowhere. So you have less defense in that mode, but that's where your damage comes from generally. And in axe mode, a lot of your attacks are very committal. And so it's like, compared to, like, say, Charge Blade. Yeah, like, say, compared to, like, Charge Blade, And it's like, Charge Blade has guard points. Yeah, its stuff is committal, but it has guard points. So, it at least can, like, block stuff. Just play Gunlance and wrestle with monsters for 30 minutes. Fair enough. But, you did want to see the, well, know the order I was going to do things in? Because I do have it, like, written down. Where is it? Somewhere in here. Here we go. After bow, it is hunting horn. So the order I'm doing them in was what I've done so far: sword and shield, long sword, light bow gun, switch axe, bow. That's where I'm at now. Then hunting horn, insect glaive, great sword, hammer, charge blade, heavy bow gun, lance, gun lance, dual blades. So, yeah. That is the order. So hunting horn is next after this. I can make it. As well, I guess. Did tell you I was trash at Gunlands. I mean, hey, if you have fun, who cares? You know? That's really what matters at the end of the day. Do you have fun playing the game? If so, awesome. Keep at it. Let's see. Oh, there's Voltodon. Alright, so let's see. So yeah, I'm not doing any weapon stuff. We funded Rathian. Okay, so we have Lagombi, Gyrototus, and Kezu. Let's go Lagombi. I go and cry every night because a big monkey bullies me. So, I will say, there is one hunt that okay, no, there's two hunts that I did not do in my recordings because I failed them. I did them off stream, but there's two. One, it's unrelated to what we're talking about, but it's Shara Ishvalda with, I think it was heavy bowgun, because I hate fighting Shara Ishvalda. And literally just shoot its back legs for 40 minutes, you'll kill it. I hate the sand stuff, it's annoying, so I always do that. The other one was Furious Rajang with Lance. And that's because his grab that you cannot block with guard up and full guard. Why? Why is that one of like 3 attacks you can't block? I don't know, but it is. And Lance not having much in the way of like, you know, its back op is nothing. It's he's my first block and do you have to hunt Rajang? I can't remember. Or do you just want to hunt everything as you go? So I can't remember if you are like if you have to hunt Rajang and Rise or not. Alright, so Lagombi? No, but now it's personal. Fair. Can't argue with that. Really can't argue with that. And you didn't hunt him in World? Yeah, I will say in Rise, he's toned down quite a bit. So keep that in mind. Actually, a good change of pace to cart. That's fair. Yeah, I can definitely understand that feeling. Yeah, I mean, like, most of his moves are the same and the openings are the same. They're just bigger openings in Rise. That's really it. That actually works. Yeah, so if you end up learning his openings, like, you'll have him kind of down. It's just, like, the openings are smaller, which is kind of annoying, but, you know, whatever. To learn his grab and pay attention. Yeah. His grab is, like, single-handedly, like, my biggest fear when fighting him, and it's not even close. Like, I genuinely don't care about anything else he does. Sure. Just iframe the giant snowball. Love video game logic. I don't know if my armor's too low or what. Rajang just does a ton of damage. That's just kind of his thing. If it helps, personally, I've always viewed Rajang as like a turn-based fight. Where you have to, like, unless you were very good at the fight, or really lucky, you just kind of have to wait your turn. Wait for him to do his stuff. And then you go in, then get back out. That's how I've always fought him. And once I started looking at it like a turn-based fight, it made it so much easier. Haven't had a chance to try it yet. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. That's just... It definitely helped me to figure it out. Because, like, there's certain moves that after he does them, he has openings. The grab being one of them. Um, these, like, whenever he, like, goes forward, I definitely shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Lost damage is what it is. Nice, nice whiff. But, the attack where he, like, spins and goes forward, that has, the opening. Um, I'm trying to remember if there's. I mean, obviously the beam. If you can, you know, if you dodge it and you're close enough to go to the side of them. Although keep in mind, I don't know if you know this. Beams and honestly, most attacks in Monster Hunter period, if you block it or counter it, you can only get hit by it once. Which means if you block it or counter it, you are invincible to that the attack the entire time. So say you block the beam. At least that's how it was in World. You can just stay in it and attack. Because I did that all the time in World. The only time that doesn't happen is when it is a like multi-hit attack. But like keep that in mind too. Needed a long shell 4 lance and started hunting the bubble dragon. Ah. Don't do it. Don't do it. I hate you, Azuchis. Sure. That works. Be right back. Alright. It's definitely crazy how much more fun Bow feels once you get off of like the base, because at the very beginning, Bow feels like garbage. Definitely the worst a weapon felt at the start. And now it's like I'm loving it. It's really fun. Like this might be one of the most I'm looking forward to master rank weapons. Worst starter? Yeah. I mean, the fact that, and I kind of learned it a bit late, that you want to use melee attacks at the beginning on Bow. Like, huh? Like, what? Why? Who thought that was a good idea to make it like your melee attacks do more damage? I was playing arrow instead of bow at the start. Really, I thought I decided to play bow instead of arrow. Made that joke quite a few times during that. But it did not feel good. Definitely glad it turned around. Because now it's definitely one of my favorites. If not my favorite so far. Other than Dual Blades, but I'm only counting the ones I've done playthroughs on recorded. Just because, like, honestly, it was Dodgeball that really started things off to make it really fun. Because Dodgeball is just insanely fun. And active. Because in World, all I did was spam B. That's all I did. But it was satisfying. Oh. Oh, yours is dead. Okay. Yeah, nice. That's the Gombi. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh. Alright, let's mark off Lagombi, because I've been terrible at marking monsters off as I hunt them. So where are you at? There you are. Watching this stuff makes me feel bad. What stuff? What stuff are you talking about? So we got Kazu? I think we need Bishaten for something, but I can't remember what. Gunlance CPS isn't comparable, or I'm using it wrong. I have no clue. I really have no clue. I mean, I also always played a different type of Gunlance, because I always played normal shelling. Granted, I haven't played Gunlance in Rise at all, so I have no idea how it feels. No. 2 free meal. It's not bad. Tried all 3. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea how its DPS is. I know that in Master Rank, I think it's like among the highest because its switch steals it got in Sunbreak were insane. But beyond that, I'd have no clue. So we had Gyrototus, Kazu. What did I need Bishaten for? Could have swore I needed it for something. Oh, right here. Good thing I remembered that. So we'll hunt Bishaten first. There you are. You do not like ice? Ooh. Oof, that's not gonna feel good. Because, like, I grind the monster to death. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you also... I don't know. I'm really not sure, because I don't know how, like, Rise Gunlance plays at all. So, my input is even more limited. Because I don't know what you have as, like, options. Alright. Never played Gunlance. I will say, like, I recommend trying Gunlance. It's fun. I mean, it's my second favorite weapon. Like, solidly. But then again, I don't play Evade Lance, I play, like, Guard. I love playing Guard 5, Guard up, Gun Lance. It just feels good. I like being able to say, huh, that's cute, to, like, any attack. That's just me personally. It's still wild to me though that like my top 3 is literally one of the fastest attacking weapons, and then 2 of the slowest attacking weapons. Because it's dual blades and then gun lance and lance. I swear that's gotta come from like well, not back in the day, but like, you know, a few years ago when I'd play like hero shooters and stuff, I always main tank. Mostly because no one else wanted to play it, but still. Can do the same with heavy bowgun block almost. Oh yeah, no, that's why heavy bowgun is literally number 4. Heavy bowgun's right below them. Trust me, I know. Same, what, to having to main tanks because no one else wants to play them. Yeah, for me, it's literally tank and then support. Like, I very rarely play DPS in, like, any, like, hero shooter. Although I rarely want to, honestly. I always like to play, like, different roles than, like, most people. It's like in MOBAs, I usually play jungle. In hero shooters, I play tank, then support. And I actually support. And not, like, just heal from a distance, and that's all I do. That worked. Ooh, down you go. Wow. We actually got, like... We got rare breed over here. Actual, like, you know... Not DPS people. Across the board in here. Let's go. I guess I should clarify that I main tank when I have someone I know on the team. Like if I'm playing with other people that I know. Otherwise, I will main support. DPS is in fact lame. Everyone plays it, you know? Wait, why am I doing this with Bisha then? I'm stupid. Okay. You can leave now. I wasted that is what it is though. I was not spinning my stick at all there. I kind of forgot about that during it. I get hit by both. It's like taking damage and laughing at. Yeah. That's fair. Wow, that I'm surprised that hit for that much at that distance. That definitely hits before it should. No, I was not. It didn't explode yet. Aha. Healing and making someone else great, yeah. I was also one of those weird people that played Paladins over Overwatch. I assume probably not with you guys, but that was weird. I haven't played Paladins in years, though. I have no idea how that game's going. I just remember making card builds and that game was really fun. You could do some stupid stuff with it. Never actually played. I mean, it's still around, but I have no idea how the game is at this point. I'd probably know like half of the roster, I would say, at this point. If that. You seem very confused. Why, Jaggers? Why must you be like this? Alright. Well, that's heal. Here's the Storm was your thing? I did play a bit of Here's the Storm, but it was like well after it was dead. I was sad that by the time I played it, it was like gone. Pretty much. Like nobody played it. Because like it seems really fun. I was honestly that was my biggest hope. Unironically, with the like Microsoft buying Activision, was like Here's the Storm getting big. Like and like getting revived pretty much. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, I don't know why, but that was like my big thing that I was really hoping for. God, I am not hitting those. Yeah, I tried Black Desert. I got way too much thrown at me way too fast. Like, the onboarding experience sucks in that game. Because I know, like, I will say, the combat in Black Desert is amazing. Like, I wish there was, you know, more games that had that type of combat. Because that combat feels great. I just wish it wasn't tied to an MMO. See, Warframe is a game that I wish I could get into. I wish. But there's just it's kind of similar. Well, actually, no, it's kind of like the opposite problem of Black Desert, where it eventually you just kind of get thrown out there. Like nothing. Eventually, you just kind of here's everything. Go. And so then it's like, I don't know what to do. So it's kind of like the opposite of Black Desert, where instead of being told and not knowing which to do, it's not being told and having no idea where to go or what to do. And it's just like, okay. But I mean, the what I did play, it was fun. Oh god. Ashley, let's go. No. Let's go. I did it mid thing. It's huge. Nice. Yeah, I have no clue what the new stuff is. Like, I probably haven't played it in like 3 years, I would have to guess. Probably at least 3 years. Just have revamped it and how people are able to play. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I'll try it at some point. I don't know. I mean, also, I kind of tend to not like to play games that, like, you just can't play offline anymore. Like, I kind of tend to, like, if a game is always online, I tend to kind of back away from it. I don't know, it's just something I mean, really what kicked that off is, remember Battleborn? That kind of kicked that off for me because I paid full price for Battleborn because I played the beta and loved it. And then like a year later I went to play it and it's like, "Oh, it's gone." Oh, squirrel through games too much. That's exactly why I don't like online only games anymore. It's cuz I don't stick to a game long enough. There's very few games that I stick to consistently. Monster Hunter basically being the only one. There's certain games that like I regularly circle back to, but yeah, I play too many different games too irregularly, and then it's like a game can just kind of be gone. It's like, oh, it feels kind of bad. That's just how I've always felt, though. Just me personally. Five. Nope. I'm not good at math, apparently. Skip over the gems. I definitely don't have anything. Okay. I mean, there's actually a game recently that I don't know if you either of you know about Wayfinder, but that was a game that was supposed to be an MMO, and then actually, ironically, was supposed to be published by Digital Extremes, people who make Warframe, and then they like dropped publishing the game, and then they revamped the game to be offline playable, and then like have co-op as an option. And I literally went out like when I heard that, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy that game." Devs that literally are like, "Well, better to have the game be playable at all than have it just disappear. Like, okay, I'll support that. This might be the first. Nope, not the first one I can't do. Right? I've hunted Roggy, right? If not, I'll do it now. Probably. Maybe at some point. I have a list. I can check if I've hunted Roggy. I'm dumb. Yeah, I have. Okay. Wasn't sure if I hunted high rank Roggy or not. I have. I don't know, that's kind of where I'm at on, like, games in general. Like, I never bought Helldivers, even during, like, the hype. I thought about it, but it's still, like, the fact that the game can just go away, or, like, if I want to play it and then, oh, servers are down right now, can't play the game I paid for. It's like, like that, you know? This feels bad. Okay. Let's go Kezu.
I have faith that you will fulfill your duty.
Like, if I'm not able to play a game, I want that to be because something on my end is messing up. I don't really do AAA anymore. Kind of where I'm at. Like, Capcom is basically the exception at this point for me. Like, I'm 100% there as well, is I don't really do... You're not doing well with what devs are doing? I have no idea what the devs are doing to Helldivers at this point. But yeah, I'm basically... Other than, like, Capcom, it's indies for me. Because, like, I love Street Fighter 6. And then, like, I played the crap out of that when that came out. Really reignited me wanting to get, like, good at some fighting games. Good, I should say. But, like, then, you know, Monster Hunter. You know, that's pretty good as well. So, that's kind of my exception. Is really, like, Monster Hunter, honestly, more specifically. Because there's not going to be another Street Fighter for a very long time. Meanwhile, it's like, I will regularly go on the Steam store and just look. Just look what's there. Indies are the way to go. Not money based, and devs want to actually make a good game and listen. Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. Yeah, like I just indies are definitely, I mean, indies just kind of lately have also been more fun. Like, they're just more unique. AAA games are safe anymore, and they kind of have to be because they cost so much to make because the teams are like 500 people. So it's like, I understand why AAA games aren't as good as they used to be. Because AAA used to be the trendsetters. Now they're all safe because they have to be. Otherwise, they would all die. Because it only takes a couple of years for like a 500 person team to cost like $100 million. Doesn't take long. But indie games, it's like I mean, that's why No Man's Sky is the way it is. That's an indie game. Yeah, they got published by Sony at the start, but who do you think made them push it out early? And you're just making AAA games instead of the big company, pretty much. I mean, honestly, that's been all of the big AAA games lately. Helldivers, for example. That's a that's an indie team that just got like Sony money. That's all it is. Like that's kind of the crazy thing is that's kind of where things are right now. Damn. Waiting for the third one. Yeah, there we go. I wasn't sure if that would work or not. Too much money from Starve Game and went to their heads. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of a thing too with indie games though, is that's like the downside to it. Is if an indie game is successful, it's not out of the question for the money to go to their head. Whether it's like they had no plan if the game popped off like it does, or they just kind of go crazy with things. Well, alright, have a good one. Oh, that was dumb. But, have a good one. Didn't get that, feels bad. Yeah, and actually, now that I think about it, it's actually even funnier that we're having this conversation, considering, I don't know if you play Risk of Rain 2, but, like, Gearbox bought the Risk of Rain IP, and oh, look what happened the first time they made a really big DLC for it. They basically broke the game in its entirety. And it's just like, that's the difference. Never played, but did hear that. Yeah, no, it was bad. Like, basically things. So, I'm just gonna say one thing, and then you'll understand why the other thing is so bad. So, the game, like, if it's a roguelike, that you can basically have however long run you want, assuming you don't die. And if you have a very long run, there will be an insane amount of particle effects and stuff, and just effects all over the place. And basically, the update, not the DLC, the DLC update that like the base game got too, made things tied to frame rate. Now, I'm assuming you can probably figure out why that's bad in a game that has a ton of particle effects. So yeah, there's also the fact that Xbox literally couldn't launch it for like the first few days of the update. There's that too. But I don't know. So frame rate just hits the bed when playing too long. Kinda, yeah. Yeah. Like unironically, yeah. And so when stuff gets tied to frame rate, Yeah, that doesn't work out too well. That's just how that is, though. I mean, they're working on it, though. I can tell the dev team is trying. I think they're forced to put things out too much. Always bad when they tie game to frame. Yeah, it is. Like, I think just because they've already fixed it at this point, I think the dev team just, like, they're getting pushed into this game that they've, like, barely worked on before. And they probably were forced to release the update and DLC earlier than they wanted. And it's like, okay. Yeah, there's gonna be no problems there. No problems at all. I'm just like, that's what happens when you get money involved in game development to that level. Is just nothing good, really. Game's gonna get pushed out before it's ready. Not gonna have the best decisions made. And I've never, I mean, this is a whole other conversation. Back to, like, kind of what we were talking before. Yeah. Yeah, that's why games don't release before a game is done. AAA games do sometimes. But, like, kind of back to what we were talking about before is that's why I don't understand why AAA teams, like development teams, are so big. Like, a lot of them are like 500 plus. Why not make 5 100-person teams, all making different games that can serve? Ooh, that's good. That could serve different audiences. It's gonna cost less per game, so each game is not gonna have to make, you know, $200 million to make any profit. Like, and the developers would end up being more skilled in the long run because they would have, more direct line to making things in the game instead of just like, having 10 people to go through to make a difference in something. I don't know, that's how I've always felt about AAA teams. It's like, why are they so big? I don't get it. I will never get it. Too many people working on different stuff in the same game and not communicate, so things don't go well. Exactly. Yeah, that's why I don't get it. Like, if games taking 5 years to make is a given, which it really isn't, it's too many chefs in the kitchen that makes things take too long. But assuming that's correct, why not have less people on each individual team and make more stuff? It makes sense to me. I mean, hell, Sony just had a big flop, Concord. That game's literally already shut down. Didn't even last 2 full weeks. I believe they said that cost, like, at least, well, they didn't say it, but it's reported that cost over $100 million because it took 8 years to make.
I have faith that you will fulfill your duty.
Why? Oh yeah, it was a flop. It didn't reach 700 players on Steam. That's about as flop as you can get.
That this suits you. You'll do great.
But, like, I don't get it. Why AAA games are the way they are. Because, like, you're putting so much money into one thing. It just doesn't make sense. Like, that's why they're all so safe and, like, unoriginal, is because they can't be. Because if it flops, like Concord did, that's a huge chunk of money gone. Just entirely gone. Versus if it only costs like, even if it only costs like 50 million, it's like you have one successful game, you made that up and some, you know? I mean, like, indie devs do it just fine. I mean, look at No Man's Sky. They're still running off of the original, like, sales of the game mostly. Because I feel like most people who would buy already have. And so it's just like, they're just running off of the money they've already made to make the game better. And they can do that because they don't have 200 people on their team. I think it's like 50 or less. It's very small. Yeah, or you have like Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire 2 is coming out. Everyone who liked the first game is super excited for that. They haven't had to, do any nickel and diming bullcrap. They just have the money from the first one, making a second game. It's like, it's no problem.
Thanks, buddy. Job.
Alright. Boom. I mean, hell, now that I think about it, that's literally what Monster Hunter does. Monster Hunter has two different teams. Like, World and Rise were made by two different teams. Like, I don't get why that's not more common. Because more teams mean you have more regular releases. All you need is one of those to pop up, like pop off, and boom, you just made up for any like slight losses you made or had. Granted, I'm not like, a huge businessman or anything, but that's just, it makes sense to me. And how things are right now doesn't make sense. But then again, a lot of the issues are also everyone wants that Fortnite money by making a live service. That's another big issue. Every game wants to be a huge live service without putting in the effort Fortnite does. I don't even like Fortnite personally, but I can't discredit the stuff they do. You wouldn't need to fire so many. Yeah, exactly. I mean, hell, even if they're not like working well on a game, it's like, try putting them on a different team. But yeah, exactly. It would also save people's jobs from having to, like, oh, you're gone. Also, another thing, QA. They would always have stuff to do. Because sadly, QA is always like, they get screwed over on things because they basically, when a game's not being about close to shipping, QA is pointless. So they usually get, like, gutted. But if a game is always being made, or close to being made, QA would always have a reason to be around. So I'd save QA jobs too. At least probably. I don't know. All I know is there's a reason that indies are like, honestly, now that I think about it, what was the last AAA game that popped off? Elden Ring? There's probably one I'm really forgetting, but I think the last one that like really popped off was Elden Ring. And that was what? 3 years ago? Or was it 2? Please don't say it was longer. But I wouldn't doubt if you said it was longer. But yeah, it's just like, so that's kind of the thing versus, because I've went back and looked. You look at like any year in the 2010s or early 2000s, and like look at the game releases each year. You had so many good AAA games. But now it's like you might get one decent AAA game, maybe two.
Now's our chance.
And it's kind of sad. It's because, like, you know, AAA games, like, they have the advantage of being able to polish the game more, but they aren't. That's like their big advantage, is being able to polish their games more. And they're just like not using that advantage. They're just kind of leaving it on the table. Oh, that was nice. Like, I feel like the only one that's really using it is Capcom. Because, I mean, like, Capcom's definitely trying stuff. You know, they got, what is it? Like, Kimitsugami or something? Like, Path of the Goddess? It was something Path of the Goddess. And it's like, that's a unique thing. Capcom's trying stuff. What other AAA developer is? You know? Because as far as I can tell, every other AAA developer is just kind of putting out sequels to stuff. Because think about this. When was the last, like, excluding Elden Ring, when was the last big AAA like IP?
You're mine.
Try this again.
Your days
Really, like, what was the last big AAA IP? Horizon? I think? Like, 'cause I've thought about this before, and I feel like it's Horizon. And it's had, like, 2 games, 3 if you count the VR game. Because, like, excluding Elden Ring. Because, like, they don't really... Because, yeah, like you say, they're just trying to make their old games. Granted, Capcom's doing that too. But, like, they're doing that and putting out big games. You know, because, like, yeah, they've remade Resident Evil 1 through 4. But, like, they also put out Rise, they're making Wilds, they have the Path of the Goddess game. they made why am I forgetting the name? Dragon's Dogma 2, Street Fighter 6.
Quest complete.
But it's like, look at like Square Enix. You got Final Fantasy 16 and then like 7 Rebirth and re something. It's like, that's it. They haven't really done. Oh right, no, they had Babylon's Fall. I remember that one. A failed live service game.
And welcome to my shop. As always, thank you.
Did see if. Guess I probably should have. It was somewhere in here. There it is. Just in case. Yeah. Don't remember that one? I'm not surprised. Most people don't. I think it slightly broke 1,000 players on Steam, I think. But yeah, it was Square Enix's attempt at a live service game. So, yeah. Alright, so let's see. I think that's all the stuff for decorations I need. Live service games don't. Well, live service games can hold up well. They can. They need to be done right. And then I think that they need to also be able to be played offline. At least, at the very least, like, that needs to, like, be known. Because, like, you put all the time in a live service game and boom, it's gone. Like, okay. So, we got everything we need for that. We didn't do that, not that, didn't do that. Alright, cool. We got all that stuff. So, that is going to do it for this part. If you watched this on YouTube, hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you next time where I'll have all this stuff that I have in my wish list. Other than the weapons. But until then, see ya.